We're looking at women in the workplace. Journalist Mary Ann Sieghart has a new book that examines the unseen bias at work and in our everyday lives. And she shows why women are often talked over, underestimated, and patronized. Her book is called The Authority Gap, Why Women Are Still Taken Less Seriously Than Men and What We Can Do About It. Mary Ann joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I know we had some trouble hooking you up via Zoom, so we're talking to you on the phone. You can hear us okay, Mary Ann?
I can. I hope you can hear me.
I can. So I'm astounded that we're still having this conversation all these years later, even when girls usually outperform boys in school all the way up through high school. So what's happening after that?
Well, it's extraordinary, isn't it, that girls do outperform boys all the way from preschool to PhD, and yet their parents still think that they are less clever than their sons. So one study asked parents to estimate their children's IQ, and they estimated their boys at 115 and their girls at only 107, despite, as you say, the fact that girls actually outperform boys. So boys are starting with this notion of sort of male intellectual superiority from a pretty early age, and they play it out in the workplace, even though it is simply incorrect.
And I understand that boys get 8 times more attention in school. Is that all good attention? Is it a combination of good and bad attention? And why is that, and why does it matter?
It's a combination of good and bad attention. So it's partly that boys are quicker to put their hands up to answer questions, often before they even know the answer, whereas girls are more likely to wait until they're sure, by which time it's too late. But it's also because teachers will often call on boys to answer questions because they're being a bit disruptive, and the teachers want to sort of bring them back into the class. But what happens as a result is that girls get rewarded for being quiet and well-behaved, and boys get rewarded for speaking up. And then that means in later life that boys feel they have more entitlement to, or men by then, more entitlement to conversational time, and women feel that they're not allowed to take up a proportionate amount of time speaking because people will disapprove of that.
So what do you see changing to make this any different?
What we really need is just to be more aware of it. So as you said at the beginning, you were amazed that this is still happening. A lot of people think that gender bias has just been solved with a few women in top jobs. And it really hasn't. And I don't think it will be until we start to be much more aware of how we react to women, how we perceive them, how we interact with them. When I say we, I mean men and women alike.
Yeah, and you know, one of the findings was that men are perceived as more confident, and I wonder how much of this has to do in relation to girls, that they seem to bear the brunt more so when it comes to anxiety and social media.
Yes, that's right. I mean, I do think there's much more pressure on girls than there is on boys, particularly when it comes to physical appearance. They've got to look not just beautiful, but sort of unrealistically beautiful, you know, with filters and things like that. And I think that causes a lot of anxiety these days for teenage girls. But even when you get older as a woman, if you come up against all the sort of behavior that the authority gap engenders, you know, if you're constantly being interrupted or talked over, if you're being underestimated, if you're being patronized or challenged the whole time, that's going to dent your confidence. It's a sort of behavior that men on the whole don't come up against unless they have a real bully for a boss.
And
so it's not surprising, you know.
Yeah, has it gotten any better for women when they get older in the workplace? Not that I would.
I think it does.
I may have any concerns about this at all, Mary Ann. Just curious.
I think it does probably get better because, you know, the argument is that men are assumed to be competent until they prove otherwise, whereas women are assumed to be incompetent until they prove otherwise. And as you get older, you've started to prove your competence, haven't you? And you've become more senior. And so I think people do respect you more. But I did interview 40 or 50 incredibly senior and powerful women in the course of researching this book, you know, former presidents and prime ministers and CEOs, and even they came up against this behavior sometimes. So it doesn't entirely insulate you.
Well, for more, you can check out MaryAnnSieghart.com or follow her on social media. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.